Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're looking at perimeter problems. First thing you want to do is read the problem if necessary. Second, draw a picture that models the shape and label all sides with algebraic expressions. Third, create an equation that models the perimeter of the shape by adding the expressions given for each side. Fourth, solve for the solution. And fifth, determine all the measures of each side. Here's our first example. The rectangle below has a perimeter of 74 centimeters. Find the value of x and the dimensions of the rectangle. So first thing you got to remember is that when we're dealing with perimeter, you need all four sides. So since this is a rectangle, both the shorter sides are 2x plus 5, and I like to refer to the shorter sides as the width, and the longer sides are 6x minus 8. So now we're going to add them all up, and I like to write it vertically. 6x minus 8, 6x minus 8, 2x plus 5, and 2x plus 5. 6 and 6 is 12, 2 and 2 is 4, and 12 plus 4 is 16, so that's 16x. Negative 8 and negative 8 is negative 16. Positive 5 and positive 5 is positive 10. Negative 16 plus 10 is negative 6. And then we set it equal to the given perimeter of 74. Start by adding 6 to both sides. We get 16x equals 80. Divide by 16. And x equals 5. So that is our x value, but now we have to find both dimensions. Excuse me. So we plug in x is 5, so we have 2 times 5 plus 5. That's 10 plus 5, which gives you 15 for the width. And then 6 times 5 minus 8, which is 30 minus 8, or 22 for the length. So that makes the dimensions 15 by 22. All right, let's take a look at our next example. So this time we have a triangle. Same deal. We still find the perimeter by adding all the sides. So we have 3x minus 3, 2x, and x plus 3. Negative 3 and positive 3 cancel out. 3x plus 2x is 5x, plus 1 more x is 6x. So we have 6x equals the perimeter of 36 feet. Divide by 6, and x equals 6. So now again, we need to plug that in to find all our dimensions. So 2 times 6 is going to be 12 for the height of the triangle. 6 plus 3 is going to be 9 for the base of the triangle. And 3 times 6 minus 3 is 18 minus 3, which is 15 for the slanted side of the rectangle. All right, so those ones are pretty straightforward because the dimensions are given. Now we're going to look at some word problems where we have to figure out the dimensions a little bit more deeply. Here we have the perimeter of a rectangle is 96 feet. The width is 3 times a number, and the length is 8 less than 5 times the same number. Find the number and each dimension. So again, we start by drawing a rectangle. Remember, length I will always refer to as the longer side, and width will be the shorter side. So we have, again, the width is 3 times a number. We don't know the number, so the number is going to be x. 3x for both the widths. And the length is 8 less than 5 times the same number. 8 less than implies that we're subtracting from something, so that's 5x minus 8 for both lengths. Add them all up because we're dealing with perimeter. 5x and 5x is 10x, 3x and 3x is 6x, so we have 16x. Negative 8 and negative 8 is negative 16 equals 96. Add the 16, and 16x equals 112. Divide by 16, and x equals, let me pull up my calculator because I don't remember, and you guys, of course, are definitely able to use calculators as well. 112 divided by 16 is 7. So now we plug that in. 3 times 7 gives us 21. And 5 times 7 minus 8 is 35 minus 8, which is 27. So our dimensions for this rectangle are 21 by 27. And when you get to formative, that's how you would type in your final answer. All right, let's take a look at another example like that one. Again, we have a rectangle. This time we know the perimeter is 74 meters. The width is 1.5 times a number. So remember, guys, we've seen 1.5 a lot. 1.5 is 1.5x. And that's for both the widths. And then the length is 18 less than 4 times the same number. Again, 18 less means we're subtracting it from something. So that's 4x minus 18 and 4x minus 18 here, making my 4 sides, and I add them up to find the perimeter. 4 and 4 makes 8. 1.5 and 1.5 makes 3. So that's 11x. Negative and 18 and negative 18 is negative 36 equals 74. Add 36 to both sides. So 11x equals 110. Divide by 11, and x equals 10. So now we plug that in once more. 1.5 times 10 for the width makes 15. And 4 times 10 minus 18 is 40 minus 18 for the length, which is 22, which makes my dimensions 15 by 22. All right, so those two were still a little bit more straightforward. We're going to get a little bit harder now. Change it up one more time. 2 more examples to go. Number 5, the length of a rectangle is 12 centimeters less than 5 times the width. Its perimeter is 72 centimeters. Find the length and width. So again, I have a rectangle, but it's not explicitly telling me what the length and width is. It's comparing the length to the width, but I don't know the width. So I'm going to make the width x. And the length is 12 centimeters less than 5 times the width. So that's 5x minus 12 and 5x minus 12. Add them all up. We get 5 and 5 is 10, plus 2 more x's makes 12x, minus 12 and 12 is 24, equals 72. Add the 24, and 12x equals 96. Divide by 12, and x equals 8. So now in this case, x is the width. So the width is 8, and I just have to plug it into the length. 5 times 8 minus 12 is 40 minus 12, which is 28, which makes the dimensions of my rectangle 8 by 28. Done. All right, we have one more example to go. Here we go. Number 6. The width of a rectangle is 9 inches longer than half the length. So once more, we have a rectangle, but this time it's comparing the width to the length. Okay, so the length is going to be x. We don't know the length. Remember, length is the longer side. And it says the width is 9 inches longer than half the width, or the length rather. So half x plus 9 this time. So we get, when we add those up, x plus 1 half x plus 9 plus 1 half x plus 9. 1 half and 1 half is 1 whole, plus 2 more x's makes 3x 9 and 9 is 18 equals 108. Subtract the 18 from both sides. We get 3x equals 90. Divide by 3, and x equals 30. So now 30 is the length. We plug that in for the width. Half of 30 is 15, plus 9 is 24. So my dimensions are 24 by 30. When you type it into formative, I always put the smaller dimension first, so it's width times length. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. I'll be watching as you work. Please make sure to message me if you have any questions. Good luck.